So hey guys, what is up? So we're back again for another week of Katekyo Hitman REBORN. But before I can get into the chapter review, there's two things I have to say, and it's actually related to Reborn in a way, which I found on Twitter, of course. So the first one, it came out like 3 days ago, so I'm thinking I guess it was Monday when this news dropped, if you guys did not know. So it was stated by Amano News that the Reborn's voice actor, Neko, is going to make her appearance at Jump Fiesta next month, December 17th to the 18th. She's going to also be there with Ayumu Murase, who voice acted the main character in El the Live or El the Live that came out in 2016. Another series that was by Karamano right after Reborn. He played the role of Chuta. So both of them are going to be there at Jump Fiesta, and it's saying that it's going to be for Jump Fiesta's Jump Studio Neo stage. I did what do you call it? Anime news and video games video like probably a few weeks back that were talking about Jump Fiesta stages that they were going to have, and it's going to be for her newest work that's currently out right now, Kamano Hashiran, as the Kamoran Cheering Squad, and it's scheduled for December 18th at 10:30 a.m. Japan Standard Time. So like, given the fact that I'm over here, on the east side of the coast, that's like 9:30 p.m. So just convert the time. Anybody that's going to be looking out for that news, please hit me up on Twitter, legends_anime, for all of that stuff that's going to happen. So she's going to make her appearance there. There's another news that came out. See if I can find it. And another one that was by like Shonen Jump's unofficial Twitter, everything about Shonen Jump. They say that she also, Akira Mano, is going to be the next artist to participate in the Dragon Ball Super Gallery project, which is going to be for next month's Psycho Jump issue number 1 for 2023. So that's really amazing news. I mean, it's not too much correlated to Katekyo, but in a way, we have Neko, who is the voice actor for Reborn, and she also played back her role on the, live stage play probably earlier this year, going back, okay, and she's going to be there for the Ron Kamanonashi stage, Neo stage, on the 18th, December 18th. So I mean, still keep hopes low, expectations low, but do be on the lookout for anything that is going to happen, okay? So now getting into the review, I just have to drop some Reborn news, anything that's related to the series for you guys. Of course, there was screenshots, or if anything, I'll put the links in the description box so you guys can go check out those 2 links that's on Twitter for yourself and spread the news far and wide. So getting into chapter 78 review from 77, we saw where Leon basically was starting to morph, start to change. He went into this glowing blob, went up in the air, started stretching all over the place, and everybody just started saying, what's up with Leon? So we come to find out that Leon is a shape-shifting chameleon, and he only starts changing forms when Reborn students are about to face their greatest trial yet. So Leon did change like that when Dino, who was a previous student, the senpai, the big brother of Suna, went through his trials, and that's how he ended up with Enzo the turtle, who grows big when you put him in water, and his whip, okay? And Suna's thinking, if this is the case that's happening, probably I may end up with a weapon just like Dino's. Because what I'm going through, the changes that I'm going through within, because Leon is connected to the students, some probably emotionally, mentally, or something like that. And when it comes to that pivotal point for their upgrade, Leon does go through stages, losing his tail. He can't maintain his chameleon form, or when needed to change into whatever object that Reborn needs him for, he changes all of that. And then he goes into this final stage where he turns into this blob, okay? A glowing blob, might as well. And then he's forming something within his body. So while that's happening, and we have where Mukuro still possessing Bianchi, Gokudera, Ken, and Chikusa, and they're seeing all of this happen before they can fully let Leon fully change and everything. They try to cut down Leon. Remember, Leon is still shape-shifting, so I guess Leon can't necessarily, or it's very hard to kill Lee. That is one resilient little chameleon, okay? So they try to cut him in half, okay? But luckily, whatever he was making while in that cocoon, shining blob cocoon, it was fixed. It formed. So while it's up in the air, and then it finally descends into Suna's hands, Suna's thinking, I'm probably going to get a weapon like Dinos or some other type of weapon that can help me fight off Mukuro and get my friends. My poor boy, all he got was woven gloves, cotton gloves. And he's like, hold on. I'm facing off someone who's possessing 4 other people who can all kill me if they will, despite their injured bodies, okay? Each one more deadlier than the other. And all I got is these gloves with the number 27 on it to protect me. You give Dino Enzo a snapping turtle who put in water can grow, and you gave him a whip, and all I got was some mittens to use when it becomes winter Christmas time. I would have been mad too. I would have been definitely mad. So they tried to attack Chikusa, possessed Chikusa, tried to attack him, or was it Ken, and it blocked, and inside the mitten was a bullet. Okay, and of course, during the time that Leon was changing, he couldn't, spit out as many bullets as possible because of the change he was going through due to Suna and everything, and the whole situation that's occurring from the school to people losing their teeth, all of that stuff. So he wasn't able to create the bullets that we usually saw previously until this moment. So they tried to stop it because they know that with that specialized death bullet, if Suna gets shot with it, something is going to happen. Either he's going to his previous dying will mode, okay, and able to fight the possessed people one-on-one and still, possibly win at the end of the day. But they don't know what this particular bullet is fully capable of. So he tries to, stop Suna from giving Reborn the bullet. And they have where possessed Gokudera, throws dynamite at Suna, and Suna gets caught in the dynamite just before Reborn can shoot the bullet. But remember, at the end of the day, Reborn is a hitman. An assassin too, if you could say that. He is a hitman, he's an assassin, and he is the best gun shooter there is in the entire series. He doesn't miss his point. Okay, he doesn't miss his shot. So when you think, okay, Suna didn't get hit, Suna actually got damaged by the dynamite. Okay, this is the most injured we saw Suna in this whole arc. Okay, and he's lying on the ground, and all hope seems lost. Okay, and they're slowly approaching Suna to now try to possess it, okay? All Suna is having is regrets. He's hearing rebuttals, right? He's hearing where Hana is saying, Suna left his test, which he only scored a 2 on. So I'm guessing the date and his name, everything else is wrong in the school diary. And then he's hearing how, like, his mom is like getting naggy because he didn't put away his clothes, he didn't clean his room. And he's like, yo, my final moments, I'm hearing people just talking behind my back. I can't catch no break. At the end of the day, I'm still no good Suna. And then it gets to where Haru is like, she's angrily crying because she's like, why would he put himself in this situation instead of asking for help? you know, because she's with Ipin and Lambo, and she's like, you know, he's going to be my future, I'm going to be the future wife of a mafia boss, but I believe in him, right? In that time and moment, Suna, while he's in this, I don't know what you would call, I guess he could say he's in this lucid state where he's between life and death, or like a dreamlike state, and he's hearing everyone's thoughts or anything of that sort, or what's happening in current time while he's in this state. And then he's hearing where Ryohei is still in the hospital, and he's like, he's telling Kyoko and everything that, you know, have faith in Suna, and I know he's strong, because if he wasn't, there will be a problem. Okay. And Kyoko's even giving encouragement to Suna, saying despite the whole situation, they know that he and others went to go look for the other students and to confront the person that started all of this. She believes in him too. And then we have where Reborn is just like, not every rebuttal towards you is that bad. So this enlightened Suna in a way that is just like, despite some of the bad things he may hear or experience, there's still people who has faith in him. There's still people that sees the good in him and only hope that he can come back home safely. He has a place to return to. So before we had where it was Chikusa that was approaching him, possessed Chikusa is approaching him and about to stab him with the trident head knife, Suna blocks it. He actually grabs it. Then you see where his mitten glove starts to glow. And then it changes into the iconic glove with the X. We don't get this for quite a while, just, you know. But the iconic glove with the X, the Roman X numeral for 10. Okay, he grabs it. And then Chikusa is just like, it breaks, the knife breaks, and he has to jump back. And this is where Suna, he's like, I cannot die until I defeat you, Mukuro Rokuro. You see steam coming off of him. He's in dying will mode, but it's quite different from the dying will mode we all are used to, because in that mode 1, you see he dies, then he kind of, his body starts to peel, his skin starts to peel, and then he appears almost naked except for the underwear. Okay, his eyes turn to white spaces and he looks extremely angry. Okay, and he's very like almost like in a Hulk mode or something of that sort, despite no physical changes of his body. But obviously there is a change in this. He seems, despite being angry, he seems very calm. There is a massive difference, and in the next chapter they're going to explain the difference between this version of it versus the one that we saw since chapter 1. Okay, because this one is a little bit more special, and this is the one we will see from here on out going forward. This is the start. This is chapter 78 of Katekyo Hitman Reborn that started with this new version of Suna in the dying will mode. Okay, and it all started with that special bullet created by Leon. Okay, so guys, do tell me in the comment section below how you felt about chapter 78. Anyone that's watching the anime, tell me the episode exactly which was adapted from this chapter. Okay, because before I came on video, I did cry rereading it, because it was like, oh man, it's bringing all back the memories, this was just the start. And it felt good. It felt good to reread that chapter, because this was the marking of one of the best MCs in shonen. My opinion. I don't care what anybody else say. Okay, but and Suna is one of the goats, underrated goats in shonen. Okay. But guys, again, do tell me in the comment section below on how you felt about chapter 78 of Katekyo Hitman Reborn. If you saw the anime version of it, how do you feel about that? If you saw both manga and anime, which one you thought was done better, which one felt more emotional, so on and so forth. The links are in the description box. You guys could go check that out. And I am Kimmy-chan of Anime Legends, and I will see you guys later. Bye!